Sveiki, welcome to the first Lithuanian grammar lesson. We will going to talk about how to conjugate verbs in the present tense. All verb forms in Lithuanian are made of these three basic verb forms: the infinitive, the present tense third person, and the past tense third person. Eiti, eina, ėjo. So, in order to conjugate a verb in the present tense, you need to have this second basic verb form. Take this form with you. And we see these three basic verb forms. You take this form and you change the verb's ending. Okay, the C stands for conjugation. It's the first conjugation when the basic verb form ends in a, the second conjugation when the basic verb form ends in I, and the third conjugation when the verb ends in o. And is the second basic verb form jis, jie, jos, he, she, they, masculine, they, feminine. These verbs end in these letters. And how do you form the verbs? How do you conjugate them? In singular. To say I and you, aš and tu. You need to add these letters instead of this letter. Add this letter instead of the second basic verb form ending as it's written here. So you add these letters. Now, in order to form the plural, you need to add me or te to the second basic verb form. You don't add it instead of it. You add it to this basic verb form. You don't change the basic verb form. You only add me or te. You see how logical it is. It's very logical. Now, if a verb of first conjugation is softened, add the softening sign, the letter I, before the endings o, a, ame, ate. So they soften to u, e, eme, ete. So the I usually doesn't mark the sound I when it's before the last letter. It marks the softening sign. That means that instead of saying a, you say e. It's the softened a. Okay, so now let's read the examples of all these conjugations, and you'll notice how the verbs change. Aš kalbu, I speak. This verb means to speak. Aš kalbu, tu kalbi. Jis, ji kalba. Jie, jos kalba. Mes kalbame. Jūs kalbate. Aš laukiu. It means I'm waiting. Aš laukiu. Tu lauki. Jis, ji laukia. Jie, jos laukia. Mes laukiame. Jūs laukiate. Okay, this is the softened first conjugation with the letter I before the last letter. Now the second conjugation. Aš žiūriu. It means I'm looking or I look. Aš žiūriu. Tu žiūri. Jis, ji žiūri. Jie, jos žiūri. Mes žiūrime. Jūs žiūrite. The third conjugation, when the basic verb form ends in o. Aš žinau. That means I know. Aš žinau. Tu žinai. Jis, ji žino. Jie, jos žino. Mes žinome. Jūs žinote. Okay, so maybe write this table down. I suggest you doing this because it's very useful. Nobody on the internet has ever done this for foreigners. So now a little bit of irregularities. We've got some exceptions with the letters t, d, j. Now, if you are a beginner, if you're only a beginner, don't mind these exceptions too much because they don't occur very often. So if you want to know, let's look at these exceptions. The first conjugation has some exceptions. When the basic verb form, if the second basic verb form has these endings, cha, cha, if the basic verb form has che before the ending, so everything is conjugated normally. The che remains, the letter ch remains in all the forms except in the form to, you. The che changes to t, t. And let's read the example. Aš kviečiu. It means I'm inviting. Kviečiu. Tu kvieti. Jis jį kviečia, jie jos kviečia, mes kviečiame, jūs kviečiate. So you see that this ch remains in all these forms except the tu form. The ch changes to t, kvieti. Now, some not so many verbs have this form. Ja. This ending in the second basic verb form, they have ja, ja. So the j changes to d in this form, to. Aš sviedžiu, that means I throw a ball, it's a rare verb. Aš sviedžiu, tu sviedi. Jis jį sviedžia, jie jo sviedžia, mes sviedžiame, jūs sviedžiate. You see that the j remains in all these forms except in the tu form. It changes to d. J changes to d. The second conjugation doesn't have any irregularities, at least what I think. I haven't discovered any of those. And the third conjugation has this irregularity. If the second basic verb form has this ending, d, it changes to j in the form aš, I. Changes to j. Let's read the example. Aš girdžiu, I hear a noise, for example. Aš girdžiu, tu girdi, jis jį girdi, jie jos girdi, mes girdime, jūs girdite. And as well as in all those other forms, the d remains in all these forms except the form I, aš girdžiu. The d changes to j. So have these exceptions in mind, and this is all for our today's lesson for the present tense. Thank you.